and welcome back to the Woodshop. I am very glad that you're here. Today is Maketember 8th, and look what came in the mail. This little brass plate mounts right here onto the Z-axis and just screws in with some M5 screws, and was made custom for me by Ben over at Myers Woodshop. He offers an engraving service where you can send him the entirety of your Z makeup, and he will use his fiber laser to engrave your logo. Now, I didn't want my CNC to be down and out during that process, so I went ahead and used an online laser cutting service called Send Cut Send to send him this little brass blank so that he could put my logo on it. And in the process of that, I said, hey, I'm going to send a few extra, and that is what Ben is going to be giving away as part of his Maketember giveaway for the live stream show at the very end of this month. So no, you cannot buy this, but you can win one of 5 of these. I am super stoked about how that turned out. Very cool. Thank you very much, Ben. You rock. Today we are going to be using an old fence picket. And this old fence picket I actually picked up off the side of the road. And what I'm going to be using it today for is a grill scraper. Now, if you follow my channel, you've seen that I already have a grill scraper design out. This is a new rendition of that grill scraper design. The handle was a little bit fatter than the scraper portion, which made it difficult to cut the miters on the miter saw. So I went ahead and made those equal distance so that everything will be nice and easier once we get to the miter station. And I went ahead and put in a bottle opener insert into the scraper itself. So in our last project, we had the bit slip, which was very annoying, which means there is some gunk up in there. But we're going to take the collet all the way out just to make sure that there's any cracks in it. Just looking around at the collet, I cannot see any types of cracks. Well, hopefully it does not do it again. You can get cedar fence pickets, and honestly that is the material to use for this. I just haven't been to Home Depot to pick one up, so I used an old pine one that I had laying around the shop. My neighbor will not stop cutting his grass. Jack, if you're watching this, I love you. Keep doing you. All that to say, if you're using a softwood, profile inside the line that is provided in the file, and if you're using a hardwood, you can get away with profiling outside of the line. Let's take this over to the miter saw, where we're going to be cutting a 45 right here at the very end, where it will contact the grill grates. Realistically, you should round over this before you take it to the miter saw. This is why. I went ahead and installed our bottle opener insert. I'll have those linked down in the description below with the build description as well. These little bottle opener inserts are awesome when you can get them to work. The screws that they come with are incredibly small, and if you're using a softwood like this pine right here, it might have a chance of ripping out when you're trying to open up a bottle. So in order to mitigate that risk, I put some CA glue down, and I think that that's going to really help us in the long run. Now, the finish for this, you can do a number of things, but since this is going to be used for scraping a grill, something that people are going to be eating off of, I would make sure to use a mineral oil or some type of food-safe finish like that. I just realized that I haven't put any mineral oil on it, so I'll continue talking while I do that. I sell these grill scrapers locally, not with the bottle opener. This is a first for me, but I sell these locally, and I sell them for $20 a piece. With the amount of wood that is in this, you're talking about maybe $2 worth of wood. The bottle opener inserts themselves, you buy them in packs of like 50 or 100. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have those linked down below. But those things are like maybe 50 cents, maybe. That's being very generous. It doesn't take a ton of time to make these, but if you make these out of nicer wood like I do with ash when I sell them locally, I have had people reach out to me directly on Instagram saying, hey, will you make me a customized one with my family name on it? And I do a $10 upcharge just to be able to stop, make that file, and then put their family name on it. If you're doing something like this in a store, you can put up a sign next to it saying custom options available, plus $10 or something like that, whatever you're comfortable with. And like I said, this is out of a pine fence board, but I sincerely think that you should do this out of cedar because it is rot resistant and people are bound to leave these out next to the grill and forget about them in the rain. In a store, even with them taking their cut, $20, in person $20, online, you're gonna have to probably tack on like $5 to $8 for shipping. That really depends on how you do your shipping. If you can add text and if you wanna add a customization option to it, I would probably online add $5 to $10 for that customized option. This file is extremely simple. It is just the outline and the bottle opener insert portion. I just went down the thickness of the bottle opener, which is 0.06 inches, and then for the void inside, I went down 0.4 inches. This was a little bit less than 3/4 inches, and the void below, you're really just trying to clear that space so there's enough space for the bottle cap itself to be able to clear and for this to be useful as a bottle opener. Now, I will be burning this in and showing you how it works with a bottle as well, but that'll be on the 18th. The 18th is a day with a lot of fire. Make sure to check out the links for all of the supporters of Maketember. Thank you very much for stopping by the wood shop today. I had a blast hanging out, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all tomorrow.